Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Arjun Singh and I'm a Vice President of Jefferson Postdoc Association. And our speaker for today, October Technical Skills Seminar Series is Dr. Zhijun Meng. She's a research associate from Department of Emergency Medicine, Thomas Jefferson University. Dr. Meng will speak about how to make cost-effective gradient gels for our Western blot, and he's a short bio sketch of Dr. Meng. She's a research associate in Dr. Ma's lab and deep expertise in cardiovascular disease research. She obtained her molecular biology training in 2007 and graduated with honors in Peking University in 2010. After that, she was recruited to Department of Clinical Laboratory as a physician in 2010. And after that, she moved to the Professor Ma lab to conduct research related on adiponectin in cardiovascular disease. This presentation will cover the importance of Western blot and compare the shortage and advantage of different gels. So more importantly, you will learn how to do its cost effectively. Please welcome Dr. Meng.
Okay, thank you, Arjun, and thank you for having me. And it's an honor to be here and share just a technology about to how to make a cost-effective gradient gel for Western blot. Everyone can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will go on. My name is Zhijun Meng. This is my Chinese name, and the English name was for the Chris Meng. I'm from the emergency medicine of Thomas Jefferson University. So I guess everyone here, oh, what's wrong with it? I guess everyone here have know what is a Western blot, and this is a widely used technology in the cell biology and some other parts. And so the West, in here, I just in short to introduce the Western blot. This is sometimes called the protein immunoblot or Western blotting. And it's an analytical technology in the molecular and the immunogenetics. And this method was to detect specific proteins in sample of tissue, homogeneity or extraction of some cell lysis samples. So in brief, the sample will undergo protein denaturation and followed by the gel electrophoresis. By far, the most common type of gel electrophoresis employ the polyacrylamide gel and buffers loaded with sodium doxy sulfate. So if you want to do Western blot, the first two things you have to prepare. The first thing was your protein samples. You have to prepare by yourself. And another thing is you have to get a gel. So there are many ways to get a gel from the company, and or sometimes you can do it by yourself. And I just choose a famous company that was Bell-Red company, and I think this company is widely is well known in many labs, so I just choose it. Of course, I'm not from the company, and I just and it also are not advertisement, and just choose it for a sample. So I have checked the Bell-Red company and find that there are two kinds of the gel you can choose by yourself or depend on your situation. The first was the hand cast gel. And this is some kind of the kit, and there were many bottles in the kit, and you can mix the bottle and follow the instruction of the manual, and you can do it. And mostly you need this like gel scanner in the clamps and to make the gel by yourself. So this is the handmade way. And another was the pre-cast gel. There are many kind of the gel and different position, and you can choose it by yourself. And you just buy it, and And if you have enough budget, you can buy it. That is not a problem. And normally there were so if you want to use it, you just take it out from the refrigerator and use it right away. And mostly I have checked the company, and I found that normally one box, this is a kit for the gel, and there are normal 10 10 pieces of gels in one kit, and it will cost maybe 100 and over 100. And so that means one pieces of gel will cost you $30. So I guess this is a big number for one pieces of gel and to use. But if you have enough money, and that is not a problem. And the next, I have checked the price of the hand cast gel, and that was in one kit. It has some bottles, and you can mix the bottle and to make it by your hand. And the kit will cost you $200. Oh my God, it's a big number for us. And normally we use this glass plate, 1.5 millimeter, and it can only make 45 gels for all the kits. So after that, one piece of gel, it will cost you maybe 4.5. So here I just want to supply a very cost you low price and effective gel. This is a method you can choose it or not. It's up to you, and to show you a cheaper way to make a gel for the Western blot. So first, you need to buy this one. This is a chamber to make gel. I will introduce how to use it later. And another was the gradient former. Actually, I have checked this in the Barrett company, but it was not continued. And then I checked eBay. I found that someone sold it on eBay. So you can buy it and for a low price and get it. Actually, if you have these two tool, and you can use it maybe over 5 or 10 years, and so that means every year it will cost you very low prices. So I didn't calculate this price in later, and this is the gradient or the component we will make in our lab, and I just show it here. And you can see that there are 5 components of our ingredient in the buffers. That the first buffer was 4%, and the other was the 20% buffer. And it has a different value in the two different buffers. And I just show you here, and you can use it. And the next, I have checked the price. Yeah, the price is very important for our lab because we have to calculate and cost low and produce more. So first thing we have was the 40%. I just short to call it AB buffer. And there were one bottle, and it will cost $79, one bottle. That was 500 milliliters. And another was a cheese buffer. That was pH 8.8, and one bottle normally was 1 liter, and the price was 52. Yeah, and then the last 3 components, I guess this is widely used the chemicals in every lab, so I guess every lab have it. The TMED, this is a kind of the coagulation accelerator. And another was the SDS buffer. SDS, this is a powder, and normally it can use many years, so it costs low. And we will make a buffer 10% SDS in by the DD water. And then the last was the AP. AP, this is also a powder, and we also will make it in a 10% AP buffer. The three component is very, very, it will use many years, and so it costs very low. And when we prepare the 10% APS, we will use maybe 1 year or 2 years at one time. And how to make it. Next, I will introduce how to make it. Use the tool, the chamber and the gradient former, and to make the gel in our lab. The first thing, you have to prepare the glass plate. I guess everyone, every lab have this glass plate, and you can see there were two kinds of, one pair of the glass plate. There were two pieces of the glass. Below one was the thick one, and the up one was the thin one. These two glasses included make to one pair of glasses plate, and above there is plastic. This is a plastic and as a space plate, and so after we make it, and we can separate two pair of the glasses plate very easily, and then we will package it and one by one, and we will tighten it and fix and close it tightly, and it will like this. After that, we will do the we will prepare the buffer and following this and the volume, and according to this 4% and 20% volume, we will make two different buffer here, and one is 4% and the other was 20%. So the gradient, that means from the 4% to the 20%. This is the different component I have introduced before. And be careful, that was here you have to keep in mind that was the TEMED. You have to add this buffer at last, because this is a coagulation accelerator. If you add it first, it will coagulate it fast. So you add it at last, and it will be a better way. And we will connect the former and the chamber. It will like this, and connect with tuber like this. There were two kind of the switch here. One is here, and the other was here. I have to introduce this. If the switch stay on the one side of this former, that means the left one. Okay, I will show here. There is a switch, and if the switch be the one side, that means only the left chamber will through the buffer will flow down to the chamber. If the switch in the middle, that means the two chamber will connected, and the buffer will mix together and flow down. So normally in the left one, we will add the 4% of the buffer, and in the right one, we will add the 20% buffer here, and switch it according to you. And then the down one was like that, like this. There is another switch. It can open and close, and to control the flow. So after you prepare the 4% and the 20% buffer, you first to stir it and mix it very well. And here I have a video to show how to do it. You can see the first switch is on the one side, and make sure there are only the left one can flow out, flow down the buffer. you can see that we first pour down the 4% buffer here and open the switch down, and the buffer will down to the chamber. And after the buffer level up to the 1 millimeter, and we close in the switch and add the left 4% buffer here. And again, we add the 20% buffer in another part. And at this time, we will open the switch and make sure the 2% and 20% mix together, and open the switch and wait for the buffer mixed and down to the chamber. After it up to down to the 1/3, it will we will add the 20% buffer at last and to mix it. At this time, you can see the buffer will go to the up of the chamber. At this time, we will close it. Yes. And we will insert the comb here one by one at this. At last, it will show here and wait for maybe 30 minutes. It will coagulate it and ready to use. And another way was you can make we can make the granite gel one time. Maybe we can make 10 pieces of. So at one time you can't use it all of them. You can just keep it. Normally we will cover it by the wet paper and put it in a bag and keep in the refrigerator. It can for 1 or 2 weeks, and every time we want to run the Western blot, we just get it out and ready to use. So we think it's a very easy way for us to make our gel and to get it. So another way I want to show here was you can adjust the preparation of 4% and the 20% buffer, and to run the different the weight protein. So for the larger kilodalton protein, you can add more 4% and the less 20% to get a result. I have run a big protein like that was the 218 kilodalton, and I can get the good result just because I add more 4% and less 20%. And also, otherwise, if you run the small kilodalton protein, you can just add less 4% and more 20% and to get a result like the 10 kilodalton or below. But last, I want to compare the 3 kinds of the gel, and the first was about the price, and I guess everyone care about this. First was the hand cast gel. You buy the kit from the company, and we calculate that was the 1 piece of gel. It will cost 4.5, and yeah. Another was a precast gel. It was easy to use, and also it will cost you more. That was $13.2 for 1 piece of gel. For us, we have the handmade by the chamber, and we only cost $1 for 1 piece of gel. How to calculate? I have it was here. That means the first buffer, important buffer, was the AB buffer. We buy it from the company, and normally it was the 500 milliliter the volume, and every time we make it, we'll use 45 milliliter, and then we can use it 10 times to make the gel. So every time it will cost us $7.9. The other buffer was the cheese buffer. That was 1 liter, and every time we make it, use the 37.5, and so we can, 1 bottle we can use 26 26 times. So one time it only cost $2. So at here, that was the two important component. It will almost it cost you. We can make 10 pieces of gel at one time. So that was the only cost you $1 for one piece of gel. And another was the time. And you can use the hand cast gel, and maybe it will cost you 30 minutes, but only because you have to buy more the cast stand or clamps, and normally we have 2 or 4 gel one times. Of course, the pro cast gel, it will cost no time. It just take it from the refrigerator and ready to use. And the last was our way, and to make it by hand and the chamber. It will cost 30 minutes. I have recorded this time. Okay, thank you. That's all. I'm happy to answer your question.
Dr. Meng, it was a very nice presentation. And session is open for questions. If you have a question, you can go in the chat session. You can write your question there. We can ask to the Dr. Meng. Dr. Meng, I have one question.
Okay.
You show the video, so like a 4% and 20%, right? So what kind of mixer
Right.
is that? So where we can buy that mixer? You connected a tube and in the like video.
What do you mean that which part you can buy it, or you
Like
want?
4% and 20%. You show the chamber, right? 4%
Yes.
and 20%.
Yes.
So that one I want to buy. So where I will get to buy, like which
I
vendor?
guess I have shown you before.
I can answer your question. Actually, that you cannot buy. You can buy all the chemicals and make it by yourself.
Yes. Yes.
But maybe there are some company buy 4%. I'm not sure. But usually in our lab currently we didn't buy any of that. We just mix that by ourselves.
Okay.
This is the component. You mix it together.
It's very easy. You
Yeah.
just follow this formula.
This is the volume. You can use it, and according to this.
I was using these things in my graduate studies actually. So this is wonderful. Yeah. And we can save a lot of like money.
Yes.
If you have enough budget, it's
Right, yeah, but you know that's very costly. It's 10 gels, $120. If
Yeah.
you are like new graduate or new trainee, you will have a lot of pressure to use many gels, right? And maybe because of PI, they didn't happy about that. Use so many
Yeah.
gels.
We have to buy like whole lot. We cannot buy one if we want. So we cannot buy one gel. We have
Yeah.
to buy the whole lot, like 10.
Yes, yes,
Very
yeah.
cost effective. Yeah.
And
okay.
this
Sometimes, yeah.
please, please continue.
Yes, sometimes if you're the new one in your lab, and they want to practice, you can use this, and cost it very low.
I already used in the graduate studies, so I know these are like very cost effective. Yeah. So these are very cost effective.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so all the postdocs don't feel so many pressure from the PIs or from
I know.
like your practicing and using the commercial gels, and usually and lots of students they feel pressure too. But for this one, and you can try as a whatever times, and it's okay. We just practicing.
I know. And during the COVID time, like for February, I ordered so many things, but they didn't go like regularly. So we can make in emergency also, because this is we can store in the 4 degree. This is the good thing, just like a commercial one.
Yes,
Yeah. So
yeah,
this is very interesting.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arjun. Thank you for organizing this. This is perfect. I think you gave a very good platform, and everyone could present their unique unique aspect in their lab, and all everyone can share information from within our campus. I think this is a very good opportunity to students, to the postdoc trainee, even for us. I appreciate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wang and Dr. Ming. So if there's
Thank
no,
you.
we
Thank you,
can,
Arjun.
yeah, we can end the session.
Yeah, I see any other questions. I think it's okay. If anyone want to just stop by to see and
Yeah,
can
sure.
chat with us,
Yeah.
and we can share more information or more details.
Thank you
That's
so much for all the audience and Dr. Wang and Dr. Ming and Dr. Maslef. Thank you so much.
thank you, Arjun. Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Thank you. I appreciate you invited me.
No problem. You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay.